Hello and welcome to the GrapeSEED Official Podcast. In today's episode, we are highlighting a big event this year, Camp GrapeSEED. As each of our countries are in different stages of this global pandemic, I thought it best to highlight something positive, a great success story. So without further ado, today's guest is Michael Pamintuan, a member of GrapeSEED Japan, who is one of the big organizers of this event. Welcome to the podcast, Michael.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks for having me in this show.
So let's start with the background of Camp GrapeSEED for people who don't know what it is. It started last year, correct?
Yes, you're correct.
So let's start there with last year's event. Can you give us some general information like where it was held and who came from what countries?
Yes, so last year it started in Seattle, America. So around this time, end of July, first week of August. And we actually wanted to celebrate our students who have been studying GrapeSEED for about 8 to 9 years. So, that's a long time to be studying GrapeSEED. So, we thought this would be a great event to celebrate them. And so last year we had 5 countries join. So Japan, Korea, Vietnam, China, and Russia. And we had about 24 students.
Oh, so everybody came to Seattle and met up there.
Correct. Yeah. Wow. So, we did a lot of stuff in Seattle. And the kids had a lot of fun.
So how does this fit into GrapeSEED's vision for students continuing on with English after they've done GrapeSEED?
Yeah, so I'm sure that you've heard, there are a lot of parents who ask us, so what happens after they finish GrapeSEED? What are the opportunities? Do we have GrapeSEED for high school? And, we don't have right now, I guess, but Camp GrapeSEED is just such a great way for them to dream bigger, to, experience living, a place outside of their country for the first time and meeting, Americans or people from different countries and using English. So the English that they've been studying for 9 years, they get to use it and see other students who also use the same language. So, I have several stories from last year alone, and I'm excited to share those with you.
Yeah. Well, let's first talk about the actual camp itself. So the students all met up together in Seattle, and then what did they actually do?
So we were there for about a week or 8 days, and for the first few days, we actually went to Miracle Ranch. Okay. And it's a place where they can do just lots of fun activities. And at the same time, there's actually an American summer camp.
Okay.
So there are hundreds of Americans who are there, and you can ride horses, you can go on trails, you can swim, you can kayak. It was a blast over there. And we spent a day to go to Seattle City.
Yeah. My hometown.
Yeah, so we went to the Space Needle.
As you do.
We went up there, and we also went, they experienced the Ride the Ducks tour.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you tried that one?
No, I haven't. I've heard of it, though.
So basically they ride a duck-looking truck, and then they're driving around in the city, and then it goes in the water, and it was, good for them to experience.
The Port City full experience.
Yeah, and the best part of it is we, of course, eating American food in the food court. And
yeah, because you mentioned the countries that were participating. The students were from Japan, Korea, Vietnam, China, and Russia. Maybe one or two of those students had come to America before, but I'm sure most of them had not. So getting a chance to go abroad, speak in English with each other GrapeSEED students, and then also kind of just to get to experience America a little bit, it sounds like such a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, and they even had the chance to hold their own money and shop on their own.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty cool. So I'm sure the selection process was pretty difficult for this event. So how did the countries choose their participants?
Yeah, so there are a lot of students who want to join Camp GrapeSEED. However, the reality is not all the students can join. So, each country, they have their own contests to determine which students can go. Of course, a limited number of students. And, we set a prerequisite. So we wanted to have students who know the same language, who know the same units, same language expressions. So we made it 6th grade, 12 years old, and studying units above 20.
Okay, no, that makes sense. So then all the students, because they're coming and like their parents are going to be spending a lot of money to send them over, makes a lot of sense for them all to at least have a decent amount, a very strong oral foundation, which we do build in those first 20 units. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and actually, even the students that they meet in America are about the same age.
So it's a perfect opportunity to make friends from around the world.
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.